Hello and welcome to another Rotor's Flight Tips. This time we're going to talk to you a little bit about Piros and a little bit more about chaos and piroflips and all this sort of stuff. Bit of bad news first. The chances are you are going to be working back on some basics because the vast majority of people that I see trying to do chaos and piroflips are need to get the piro work a little bit better first. So as you can see here, I'm just gently sort of pirouetting, not too fast, nice and slow, just to get my eye in, and controlling the model whilst I'm doing these pirouettes. So I'm doing little circles and moving the model around. Obviously first you need to try and keep it still, and then from there, once you've got the hang of that, you can then start moving it around. Then as you get better, you can turn the speed up, get it pirouetting a little bit faster, and obviously you also have to do this both upright and inverted. And if you want to be a top pilot in the world, you need to be doing it in both directions as well, left and right. So it's probably a good idea, I think, if you're going to be looking to do both directions, is to get the basics in both directions done now, rather than getting tied into some sort of preconceptions and some habits later on. Now, as you get more confident, turn the speed up a little bit more, get a little bit faster. And then, once you've got the hang of all that, both upright and inverted, we're going to go into trying to do some piroflips. The difference between piroflips and chaos is that the orientation of the flip stays the same with piroflips, and that's what the vast majority of people do. Chaos, the orientation of the flip changes. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try and keep the orientation of the flip the same. So I'm aiming for about 45 degrees to the right, slight tail in. And what I'm going to do is when I get, as I'm pirouetting, I'm going to keep the pirouette consistent all the time. It's worth using a dual rate as well here, by the way, so you're using full rudder. And then when the nose gets to a certain point, I'm going to push forward on the elevator and then do a clockwise circle on the cyclic in time with the pirouette. So, and then I'm going to go to a nice steady, in theory, inverted pirouetting hover. And then when the nose gets in the other direction, so nose towards us, again 45 degrees towards us, I'm going to push forward on the elevator and then go around in a circle. So, and this is what it should look like. Now, if you're using too much cyclic, then the flip will be too quick and it'll be too difficult, and it'll be quite difficult to control it. You don't need to be using anywhere near full cyclic when you're doing this. It is quite a gentle, slow flip. As you can see from the sticks, it's not, I'm not using an awful lot of cyclic. And that is pretty much how you do it. Now, as you see, you start using too much cyclic and it all just goes a bit horrible. So, get it nice and stable, pirouette, and then flip. You see, too much cyclic there. Now, if I just use a little bit less, it just goes over nice and good. Okay, just like maintaining position reasonably well. As you can see, I'm a little bit rusty. I haven't flown in a few weeks. And then from there, you can go into doing tictocs, like this. So rather than doing flips, you're doing tictocs. And then from there, you can go and do things like pirouetting loops, which is just like doing a normal loop in terms of collective. And then around you go. And then just to show I can do it the other way around as well, just inverted to the top. And there she goes. Not great collective management over the top there, a little bit of too much. Too much, it stopped a little bit. But, and that is pretty much how it works. Any questions, any problems, give us a shout. Thank you very much. Goodbye.